I've been looking at the great red letter passage that's recorded in Matthew chapter 7, verses 21 through 23. And that's where Jesus gives a warning that he says many people that call him Lord will not enter into heaven because he will tell them plainly, I never knew you, away from me. But it also gives the good news that some people will enter into heaven who do the will of the Father, who love the Lord with all their heart, all their soul, all their mind, and all their strength. And I want to suggest another part of good news in that passage. And that's based on today. So as I record this is Saturday of Holy Week. And what this day marks is a time when Jesus' followers would have gathered together and been full of despair. They had seen Jesus arrested, put on the cross, died, and then his body put in the tomb. So many of them would have been scared and uncertain. But I also believe that they would have done a lot of reflecting on what Jesus had said and done. And so at some point, someone would have said, he told us he was going to die, but he said he was going to rise on the third day. And someone else may have countered that and said, but yeah, that's good, but we've never seen that happen. But someone else would have said, but you saw Lazarus. He was dead for 4 days, and Jesus came back and raised him from the dead. So that could happen with Jesus himself. And at some point, I think Matthew would have spoke up and said, but you remember the Sermon on the Mount, and Jesus told us that some people won't make it to heaven because he doesn't know them, but others will make it. That story is still to come. And Jesus is fully alive. He's active in that story. That means he's coming back. We're going to see him again. And that's the hope that we can all have. Jesus is alive. And for the disciples, they saw that the next day when the tomb was empty and they encountered Jesus. And that's the hope that we can have, because Jesus overcame sin and death, and we can be alive with him forever.